This is Andrew Campbell with your Farms.com Harvest Watch for the week of October the 25th. We're here in Southern Ontario in Glencoe at the Agris Co-op elevator here with Don Kabbes of Great Lakes Grain. Don, how are you today?
I'm really good, Andrew.
Good.
Thank you.
So we've got kind of a cloudy, rainy, drizzly day here today, but obviously quite a bit of success over the last several weeks across Southern Ontario getting corn and soybeans off. How have the crops been coming into the elevators?
They've been coming in very quickly this fall. We've certainly seen a rapid pace of harvest. Soybeans came off very good. We had good field conditions, fairly dry conditions, and soybeans came off well. Corn has been intermixed with soybeans as well through our whole trading area. They've come off very well.
Any idea in yields around here that you've heard?
Certainly yields in this particular area are better than average, I would say. Corn certainly we're hearing lots in the 180 range and higher. Soybeans have yielded have a good average as well. So they've been, I think the farmers today are pretty good moods with their yields.
Now, with that grain coming into the elevator, any quality issues you've seen?
The corn and soybeans, their quality has been excellent. We've seen very good test weight. Moisture levels have been very low. Certainly on corn, we've seen moistures, grain coming in and virtually dry in some of our locations. So quality's been very good. No incidents of mold. Some of our area had some higher pressures of western bean cutworm, and we did see a little bit more damage on some of those kernels from the insect feeding. But for the most part, quality's been very good.
Now, we were talking just a minute ago about the speed at which corn and beans have come in, especially this year when they're both really coming in together. How do you deal with the space issue you've got at elevators?
Well, and that's been our challenge all year long, and it even started back into the wheat harvest. We're sitting on a larger quantity of wheat than we normally would carry into harvest. We had a late harvest last year of corn and soybeans that dragged out through the year a little longer. This year is an early harvest, so we've really condensed our harvest by a month or two sooner than normal. We've got wheat in the way. Moving product has been our challenge and will continue to be our challenge. We've got all our doors open. We're still receiving crop. We're moving it through the system. But some days it's day to day, and we continue to work forward on those.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about for any farmers around the area that maybe are putting the crop into their own bins at home? What should they be keeping in mind to make sure that crop stays at a high quality through the winter?
Certainly with corn or soybeans coming off the field, our temperatures have been fairly high. In Fahrenheit, we're 70, 80 degrees likely, and some days we've been harvesting. We need to get that heat out of the bin, so operating fans, getting that soybean or corn crop in the bin down to the outside ambient air temperature is the main thing to do. As growers put product away on farm, continue to look at that bin. Look up at the top, climb up to the top of the bin, have a look in, make sure your air is flowing through. There's lots of, the main thing is air. Constant quality of air moving through that grain to make sure it's in good shape. The other aspect is to core your bins. Certainly with corn, we have fines that will fall into the center of the bin, so it's best to pull a load or two out of the middle of the bin, get it shipped off the farm, and then your dirtier grain is removed from the bin, and your airflow through the bin will be that much better.
All right, great. Thanks for joining us here, Don, for the Farms.com Harvest Watch.
Thank you.